Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Friday. So today we're going to make our fast card, and I'm going to use a SaleABration set that I have to admit wasn't first on my list, but then I started seeing all these awesome cards, and my girlfriend made the cutest card, and so I'm like, oh, I think I need to have this set. It's called Delicate Dahlias. Okay, so this is the stamp set. It's a photopolymer set. It is free with the $50 purchase. So it is 12 stamps. Okay, there's no dies or punches that coordinate with it. So you will have to do some fussy cutting or just stamp it the way it is. So what I like about it is it's a distinctive stamp. So even though it's photopolymer, they have made the second. So this is I call this a two-step stamp. This could be the outside, not necessarily have to stamp them together. You could stamp them separately and use them that way, but this is a distinctive stamp. So these, you're going to see how awesome these stamp just because they're designed that way. Also have very nice sayings in here. Kindly, thank you kindly, sending heartfelt sympathy, oh, so happy for you. So a lot of sayings that are very usable. So this is in the SaleABration catalog. It is available until September 30th with your $50 purchase. So let's get started today, and we're going to make a very cute card with it and hopefully fast. Okay, so the colors I'm going to use today, I am going to use some Memento Black ink. I'm also going to use Rich Razzleberry, Shaded Spruce, and Crushed Curry. And these are from the, let's see, these are from the Regals. And I think these three colors go really well together. And so this is the way I kind of designed the card. So the first thing we want to do is I'm not going to use this big stamp. I'm going to use the smaller flowers. So, and I have them mounted on some blocks. And so I'm going to stamp 3 of these. And they are designed to line up perfectly, right, with the inside part. Now, the cool thing is, if you don't want to use the two-step, you could just color these in with your blends or your markers or your water painters, however, whatever medium you want it. So it's not necessarily something that you have to use the two-step, but how convenient that there is a two-step for it. And so I am going to, let's see, make sure I line these up properly. Yes, this way. I think, wait. Okay, like that's weird. Yeah, it's this way. Okay, so first I'm going to stamp this in Crushed Curry. I'm going to ink that up. I'm just going to stamp over, and I think it's easier, my thoughts are it's easier to do it to stamp the outside first, but some people like to do the inside first. I just think it's easier to line up, me personally. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean my stamp because I'm going to use it 2 more times. Clean that. Okay. Then I'm going to use my Shaded Spruce. So when I look at some of these colors, I think Christmas, but this color is, let's see, that might be too dark. No, it's perfect. Okay. Kind of hard to line up when you can't see through the stamp because there's so much ink on it. Oh, perfect. Okay. All right, and then the third one is Rich Razzleberry. And I'm going to stamp that one last. Okay, now as I said, there are no dies or, I can get rid of the pads. There are no dies or punches for these stamps. So guess what? Get to do a little fussy cutting, which I'm good with that. I'm just going to quickly cut these out. I'm not going to cut them too close to the image. I actually want a little white edge. And you'll see why. So it's almost going to look like they were cut with a die, because, you know, sometimes with the die, you do have that white edge. And sometimes people are like, I wish it would cut closer, but I kind of like the white edge personally. And it's going to be especially perfect for this card. So there there's one of them. And can you see the distinctiveness of this stamp? I don't know if you can tell or not, but and by distinctive, what does that mean? It sort of means that the stamp does the work for you. It actually has low lights, shading, whatever, and you don't have to worry as much about doing it yourself. Now, if you're using your blends or another medium, yes, then you get to do the work. But when you're stamping the two-step, the stamp does the work for you. And then I'm going to use some Designer Series paper, the Regal 6x6 pack. And the paper is like this, and it's all the same designs in all the different Regal colors. And there's one for each color family. So there's one for brights, there's one for subtles, neutrals, and then the two in colors. So what I did was I cut small pieces of these three colors. Probably shouldn't have this background. I should have used a white background. It's kind of hard to see on this paper. Okay, so now you can see. So I cut the same paper, the same design. Hope you can see that. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. The same design of each paper. Okay. So what I want to do now is I am just going to go ahead and add these to my Designer Series paper. Okay. So that's why the little white edge. And I'm going to try to get them all going the same way because I kind of like that cohesiveness. That makes sense. The white edge makes it pop a little bit. Okay. And then I cut some white strips of paper, white cardstock. And so now what I'm going to do is just add this to the white cardstock. And the white cards, and I'll put the dimensions down below. Okay, so you can see. The white cardstock, as you can see, is just a tiny bit bigger. So there's not a big, huge layer. The white is just showing a little bit, kind of like the flower. But this one's a little bit wider, but I think it's fine. Okay, then I cut out of this on the back is this. I cut this side. Okay, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. I should have used, if I'm going to make a fast card, I should use the big dimensionals, right? So these tiny ones. But too late now. I'm in. I'm all in. So we have these are mini dimensionals. We have the bigger dimensionals, and they would have been smarter to use. But didn't say I was smart. I'm trying to be fast. More than smart. So I'm looking forward to a fun weekend. I hope you are too. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to add these to this cardstock. I'm going to add these on the ends. I'm going to kind of try to center these. Okay. Man, this one is just a little bit too much on the edge. I think you'll notice that, but okay. And then we have the crushed curry in the middle. Okay. So I'm going to fold my cardstock, and this is basic white, just basic white cardstock. And put some adhesive on here. Put my card. Oh, Trevis. Ah. It is a little forgiving, so that's good. Just like that. Okay. Looking good. Now it needs a sentiment, right? So I'm going to do thank you kindly. I'm just going to make this a thank you card. So I'm going to use thank you kindly. I'm going to stamp that on a little piece of white cardstock. Thank you kindly right in the center. Ugh. It's probably okay, but maybe I need to, yeah, that's better. And then I have a piece of crushed curry. And so, nobody's going to know about that boo-boo on the back. Yay. Ooh. But I do see that this isn't, I kind of have a little bit of a obsession with my cardstock being not fuzzy on the edges. It kind of drives me crazy. Okay. Oh, did that move? I think that moved right before it stuck. Now, I'm going to adhere this right here. Okay, and I think it just needs a little bit of an embellishment, and so I'm going with the Subtle Shimmer Sequins from the, I'm calling it the July to December mini catalog, even though it's really August to January mini catalog. Drives me crazy. Look at these. Aren't they adorable? They're little shimmer sequins. And I'm going to add 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm using this fine tip glue. So you have to really get that needle back in there. Okay, and now I'm going to, oh, I got the wrong one of these. Oh, darn. I've got to figure out which sequins I want to use. Oh, they're so cute. I'll use this one. I like that one. I'm going to use this one. And I think I'll use a white one. Okay. So I have 3 little sequins on there. Okay. So, talking fast, right? Because I'm supposed to be Fast Card Friday. Hope you enjoyed this card today, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.